AITA for refusing to pay my sister's rent, to my parents. Hi all. Posting on a throwaway because my sister is on Reddit. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay my sister's rent? Which my parents are charging her. This probably could do with some context, backstory. So here we go. I, 19M, have a stepsister, 18F. For clarity, my bio parents got divorced when I was very young, so I never knew my real dad, and my stepsister is my stepdad's daughter from a previous marriage. I've never really faced abuse so much, but I've always known my stepsister was the favorite with my parents. Just little things like when I was young and had birthdays. She always had to have presents and a fair share of the attention, while the reverse was never the case on her birthday. When I was 14, I got a paper round to earn a bit of pocket money. My parents forced me to give my sister half of that money. The same was true when I was 16 and got a Saturday job at Burger King. Using my share of my pay from that, I saved up and bought myself a laptop to do school work on. When my stepdad found out, he made me share that with stepsister too. True to form, she managed to delete all my schoolwork, including my A-level coursework. Then when I confronted her about it, she smashed the laptop on the floor. By this point I had also turned 18, and my parents decided that since I was 18 and working, I needed to pay rent, which I did for about 6 months before I decided to move into a flat shared with some friends. So partially because of the aforementioned laptop incident, I missed out on the grades I needed to go to my chosen uni. So I'm having to resit a couple of subjects while working full-time. That's okay. I can manage that now I'm out of the madhouse. But last weekend I got a phone call from Mum. She and stepdad have decided that since they started charging me rent when I turned 18, and stepsister has just turned 18, it's only fair that they charge her rent too. The kicker? Because she hasn't got a job, has never had a job, and isn't even looking for one. They think that it would be a nice and brotherly thing for me to help her pay, i.e. pay them rent on her behalf. I told them no, since I don't see why I should be responsible for yet more expenses on her behalf. Plus I'm already paying my own rent, utilities, and council tax. I don't have a huge amount of spare money to afford that. Things didn't get nasty or heated on the phone at the time, but now I have uncles, aunts, cousins, grandparents, etc. blowing up my phone and my Facebook, calling me a horrible son and ungrateful for not stepping up to help out. So, am I the asshole here? NTA. Sorry to say, but your family sucks. They fucked up by not teaching your stepsister how to be an adult. Keep your money. Honestly, I might change my number. NTA. But the way they treated you is seriously abusive. You have been manipulated and stolen from. Not all abuse is physical. Edit. Spelling. NTA. I don't understand their logic of you being responsible for her rent in your parents' house. Surely if she has no job, they should hold out charging her rent until she gets one? Parents charging their kids rent really gets to me, as it's like they just wipe their hands of you. At the age of 18, my mum threatened me with it once when I was at uni and paying rent and only home at the weekends. And I told her okay, I won't come home as I'm already paying rent, and she never said it again. Mind you, it was me doing the bulk of the housework, so that's probably what swayed it. Face with rolling eyes. They are all assholes except you, although I would sway to your mum as the biggest awe, as she should have had your back from the get-go as you're her child. They'll wonder in the future what they done wrong when you stop contacting them. The best thing you can do is live your best life and stop replying to them. Mute or block them on your phone for as long as you need. If that's forever, so be it. Winking face. Good luck and stay strong. They are the parents, not you. NTA. She has gotten so much off you already. I would block all of them. NTA. Cut them off. And be prepared for stepsis to show up at your apartment with your parents insisting that you let her move in. Just because they're family doesn't mean they're not toxic or that you need to have any kind of relationship with them. As far as your extended family goes, that's up to you. I'm sure they've been told a lot of lies about what really happened. You can try and talk to a few individually and explain your side. But a lot of times that's just more trouble than it's worth and causes more drama. If I were you, I'd ignore them all. Consider yourself an orphan. That's what I did. And move on and live your best life. They treated you horribly, and yes, you were abused. Just not physically. This is financial abuse. Besides emotional abuse. And turning your family against you. Keep your head up and do what's best for you. Good luck. If everyone else is so concerned about your stepdad's insistence on paying rent, they can pay it themselves. To paraphrase, where is your stepsister's rent? Am I my stepsister's keeper? Quote, she is your stepdad's dependent. He needs to step up and handle his business. NTA. Your family is nuts. All of them. Tell your family that she's an adult and you are not responsible for her. If they think she needs help, they can pay her expenses. I've never really faced abuse. Yes, you have. NTA. NTA. This is not a situation where your sister is in trouble and needs financial help. Your parents arbitrarily decided to charge her rent. And they think you're the piggy bank. The proper answer is, go soak your head. The level of entitlement is ridiculous. They've historically disincentivized you from being autonomous, while incentivizing her to be entirely dependent on you. It's amazing you've been able to overcome that. Honestly, it's all your parents' fault. IDK, how she would be any other way. The brotherly thing to do would be to let her sink or swim. NTA. The audacity. NTA. Your family is insane. NTA. At all. WTF, she can get a job and pay her own rent. Your entire family is nuts. NTA. I'm in awe at how entitled your parents are. It's awful that you had to grow up in such a messed up family. It's really sad to hear that extended families support their rampant cash grab. Find your own support system and go low or no contact. Info. Do the people blowing up your phone know what went on and what's going on now? Or have they been fed a line? Contrary to what my parents' actions may suggest, I have just as much value as stepsister. I wish her the best in learning to provide for herself. But from now on my support will be limited to those I choose. Should you wish to provide her support directly, her phone number is number. Quote. Copy and paste to every damn body who calls up and asks you to sign back up for the abuse. NTA. Petty person that I am. I would go back through and calculate how much of your paychecks you gave your stepsis. And then I would tell mom and stepdad, I have already given her $4 pounds, lira, yen, whichever you use, at your instruction, and that is all I will ever give her. I already gave you $XXXXX toward my room and board when I was still a minor living in your house. I am now responsible for only myself. If you continue to harass me for money, I will have to cut contact with you. ETA. I know it is hard when you see your parents struggling financially. You want to help them. But it is a parent's job to provide for their kid. Sometimes that may mean doing something like not splurging on fancy name brand something, going without buying themselves a new pair of shoes, etc. But it should not be guilt your kid into giving you money. Anything you decide to give them now should be because you want to out of the goodness of your heart and should be done freely as a gift, not as an expectation of your relationship, but because you want to. Hugs. NTA. They don't sound like family to me. These people don't deserve you. Let them go. NTA. Don't give them any money. You're not ungrateful or anything they have said. They are the AW. Consider blocking your family on social media, change numbers. You're definitely better off without them. How the F could you be the AW? They are crazy. Crazy as hell. Never I've heard parents taking earned money from a sibling to give to another. The last one they pulled is ridiculous. Cut every contact with this toxic family. If you can call this a family. Sorry, but a step-sibling without blood share or affinity is barely callable family. And go live your life without the burden. NTA. But the three other are AW with 25 feet of bowels still attached.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.